Yeah, hello, good afternoon. My name is Rubén Señor Mejías. I am from NPAW, Nice People at Work. I will talk about the evolution of data and our approach of à la carte analytics. Yeah, NPAW, Nice People at Work, is one of the leading video intelligence companies worldwide. So we're processing data, managing data for our customers, to support them in their daily business, extracting the data across all the different parts of the organization. Here are some customers where you see the flexibility of our solution. So we are serving nearly all media verticals. On top you see broadcasters and publishers. In the middle you see OTT and premium online video providers. Here you see the flexibility of a solution. Peloton is an example, one of the leading fitness on-demand companies in the US and globally. They're also in UK and Germany. They're using our solution to measure and manage the end consumer data and how customers are using their solution. But today we will talk about data as such, how to use data, how to use the human factor in data. And therefore, don't forget, the transformation of technology is an easy part, but the transformation of people is always the critical part. You have always the same people, and you need to introduce them new technology, which they need to use from a day-by-day perspective. So that's why data is key to drive the change in an organization, to support the same people, doing the same job from a day-by-day perspective. And the whole industry is talking about actionable insights, ready-made informations. But what happens if you need to add, change, or modify the data? These are all static solutions. So data today, it's like I mentioned, everybody's talking about actionable insights. Actionable insights which are coming from companies like us, which are helping organizations to have the right decisions. But what happens if these actionable insights are not the right insights and informations and you have a static solution? Meaning, what do you do if you need to fulfill the needs from an organization or from a people perspective? What happens if customers want to define their own actionable insights? Having static solutions with actionable insights are not the only insights. I have a lot of customers who are asking me, okay, thank you for these actionable insights, but what does it mean? What is behind the number you're showing me? Explain it to me. So a lot of customers are starting to learn, and we see the transition in the industry where customers are moving more and more into the analytics space to start to understand what is behind the number. What is the interpretation of data? So, and here the flexibility is one of the key factors. And why is the flexibility of data so important? Because the organizations are driving through a huge transition. We are talking about the same people who need to move from a waterfall principle to an agile way of working. So we talk from an ITIL perspective to a DevOps way of working. And the same guys are migrating hardware to software. So the complexity is becoming more and more in their organization. The same on-prem to cloud, to multi-cloud. The interpretation of data. Here you need the data to really manage the complexity. And the most important asset in our industry are the people. And this is exactly what we see in each and every customer. The most important asset we have are the people working in the organizations from our customers. That's why we are introducing the à la carte analytics, meaning that you really can define the evolution of data based on your needs. You can use our actionable insights across all the different products we are offering, but customers have also the possibility to define their own customer actionable insights. They can custom the app, so they can choose, and I will talk about that later, they can choose across the different bunch of products we're having their own setup, and they can define their own customized happiness score. Instead of having a service performance index, you have the possibility to drive and to define your own setup, your own standard, based on your needs. And this is something where you can benefit with 190 plus customers. The great thing, it's a multiplicator. If customers are starting to drive their own setup, and we're exchanging the best practices across the different customers, it's an evolution of data across all the different customer bases. How do we customize the setup? So in our solution, you can define everything, the complete setup, the complete functionalities you have in our solution. You can choose and pick whatever you need from a day-by-day perspective, and you can define your custom app. You only show and see what is really needed from your day-by-day perspective. Yeah, and another topic is, we need to connect people, that people are starting to interact from a day-by-day perspective. I worked as a chief architect for Deutsche Telekom, and I was never talking to product people. Yeah, and if you have the same data scheme, if people see the same data from a day-by-day perspective, the interpretation of data, they start to communicate. That's why we have in our suite the solutions to really serve all the different verticals in an organization. From an infrastructure perspective, we are integrated as an example with TouchStream. Yeah, so we know exactly what is happening from a backend perspective. Yeah, and we are connecting these people from an operational point of view to the people responsible for client and apps as such. Yeah, the same as application diagnostics. Yeah, the app developer should be connected to the operations guys. If you have an app problem, you should really communicate across the different verticals. Yeah, yeah. But the working methodology, and this is something we are forgetting. We have customers who are working in a DevOps manner. They have a multi-tenant account and a setup where they talk per device. Yeah, they talk per device related to the data, which are fulfilled and managed from a data perspective. Yeah, and on the right side, you have the business owner who is responsible for the product, for the audience, and for content. And it's important to connect all the different people across the different verticals and organization. So data is the solution to really connect the people that they start to interact from a day-by-day perspective. It's like I mentioned here with the real multi-tenant approach, you have the possibility to connect even your suppliers from a day-by-day perspective. Yeah, from a release change management perspective, you can give your dedicated suppliers child accounts where they can see from a real-time perspective, the evolution of the data. Imagine you're introducing from an encoding perspective a new release. Yeah, if you have the encoding provider, you can really see if it's improving the quality or not. It's changing the complete operational excellence model. Yeah, it's a faster time of resolution. It's a faster time of interacting. Yeah, and this is exactly when you have a real-time data capability, including the multi-tenant capability into your setup. Yeah, you can personalize based on your thoughts. You can have a white labeling setup. You can use your logo. You can integrate that with a single sign-on setup. It's a seamless user experience. With the multi-tenant approach, you can give a dedicated child account to all people in your organization, but also to your supplier. So you're connecting people, you're connecting suppliers with your own setup from a day-by-day perspective. And roles and permissions, very important. You don't want an operational guy to see all the different informations which are provided from your setup. Yeah, but also you have the possibility, it's like I mentioned, introduce suppliers, and they can see anonymized data. So roles and permissions is a very important topic. Yeah, that's why we invented the custom app approach. So everything regarding to your needs from an analytics perspective can completely customized. And this is something we are fulfilling from a data protection perspective with a GDPR and CDPA perspective, but we are also the only analytics provider worldwide who is certified from an ISO standard perspective. This is the hardest security guidelines from a day-by-day perspective. Yeah, and on top, to use data, it's very flexible. It should be very flexible. Yeah, so meaning work hard, upload harder. That you have the possibility to pull and push the data into the solution. It means that we have a technology stack where you can ingest third-party data. Our solution finds a unique identifier. You do the interpretation of the data, and you have a lot of different use cases. That's why we have more than 6-7 different backend video monitoring solutions integrated, that the customer has the possibility to see the flexibility across all the different layers. Yeah, again, a recap. Yeah, a la carte analytics. What does it mean? Yeah, the industry needs flexibility in data. Yeah. Customizations are key. The customers should have the possibility to customize the solution according to their needs. Yeah, and industry insights versus customer insights. You can't use all the actionable insights which are defined by us for your daily business, because potentially you are in a different environment, a different vertical. Not all fits. Yeah, therefore customers need to have the possibility to create their own customer insights. Yeah, and data can and drives the transition of technology and people. We see that across a lot of different customers, where data is connecting people and is helping to see exactly what is happening from an end-to-end perspective. So we, NPAW, we are ready to support you. Yeah, if you want to talk to us today, we have a happy hour event today or tomorrow at 4:30, and we are more than happy to talk to you. So thank you. Any questions? So example, how we connect. Yeah, I can give you an example. So as an what you're doing from an OTT delivery perspective, we are connecting a release and change management setup. Yeah, and we have customers using anonymized data for CDN providers. So CDN providers, public CDN providers, like I don't want to name them because I'm doing promotion if I do that. Yeah. So, but public CDN providers, they're getting anonymized data and they're working with the customers in a real-time manner to solve issues. So they see the improvements. Yeah, or if they have a problem, they look into the data and it's changing completely their operational excellence model. Another example is we have customers who are connecting 4 different app developers, yeah, with anonymized data, and they give them a dedicated business group that they can develop the app, yeah, and then choose then the best performing app based on our data, not based on personal opinions. And I think that's a key topic for our customers as such. Any other questions? So thank you very much. You have a question? It's a super great question. Yeah, we have as an example, at the moment we have out of the box 85 to 90 metrics. We have more than 50 dimensions, but we have the possibility with our formula tool, you can define your own matrix, your own setup. So you can connect the different matrix and different dimensions and you define your customized matrix. So this is the key flexibility we are fulfilling, giving to customers. As an example, one of the key operators in Central Europe defined a key metric to see how far a customer is away from the Wi-Fi router. So they called them and in the customer care environment, they saw the value and they said to the customer, you're too far from the router. It's a funny situation if your operator is telling you to that. Does this answer your question? Common metrics, you know, if you have more than 85 metrics, yeah, there are a lot of different use cases depending on what you want to do, yeah. But buffer, join time, yeah, in-stream errors, mid-stream errors, yeah, if you talk about apps, app crashes, and this is exactly unique because we can measure app and the video layer in one solution. You know, we see how customers are navigating and how they are starting to consume video. Yeah, at the moment, most of our competitors, they only see the video layer, but potentially customers are having problems with the app layers. You see these famous screens like the smart TVs, yeah? For some of our customers, it's a nightmare because client developers, yeah, they're developing apps which are consuming the power of the chipset and the video is not starting. It's a clear fact, yeah? And therefore, I think, yeah, there are different use cases, a lot of use cases, but you're more than happy, you're invited to come and have a nice discussion about that topic. Any other question? No? So thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Have a great show. Ciao, ciao.